What's up guys? So yesterday Apple released iOS 10 Beta 3 and as you can see there it is, and today I'm gonna show you all the new features, and there are a lot of them, believe me. So the new features in iOS 10 Beta 3 are a lot. So first of all, the first one, the new typing sound is finally back. Apple, as you know, Apple implemented a new typing sound in Beta 1, but then they removed it and put back the old one, the old clicky one, on Beta 2. But now, thankfully, they actually brought the new one back, and it's much better. You can't hear it very well, but let me bring it closer. I'm not sure how good can you hear this, but the new muffled sound is back, and that's amazing because I like the new one more. The old one was clicky, and you know, after hearing this new sound, hearing the old one was it wasn't very nice. So I'm very glad that Apple brought the new typing sound back. There is a new moisture sensor which Apple activated in iOS 10 Beta 3 that will tell you if you have any moisture in the lightning port. So when you connect your lightning connector, if you have any moisture in the lightning port, it's gonna pop up a warning, and it's gonna look like this. Now on iOS 10 Beta 3, you can actually unlock your device without pressing the home button. So when you have Touch ID enabled, previously when you actually Touch ID, it required you to press the home button to open your device. Now it doesn't. I mean, when you go to Settings, General, Accessibility, Home button, you can enable this option, Rest Finger to Open, which will enable you to open the iPhone with Touch ID without having to press the home button, which is amazing, and thank you Apple for doing this. Really, thank you, because you know, it was very frustrating that you have to tap the home button after using Touch ID. It was kinda useless for me. So now it's back like before. You can just rest your finger and you unlock your device. I love this feature. You can actually now combine Raise to Wake with this, and when you actually raise your device, you can unlock it instantly, which is amazing. And yeah, I love this feature. Now, in the notification center, when you're actually in an app, you know, when you pull down the notification center while you are in an app, because if you are on the home screen, that doesn't work, but if you are in an app, in one of the apps, like Settings, when you pull down the notification center, you can see there is a new animation for the notifications. They just you know, appear like this. They fade in just like this. There is a really nice animation when you open the notification center when you are inside an app. So also on the notification center, when you actually 3D touch on a notification, previously when you tap, it was dismissed. Now when you tap back, it isn't dismissed. Now when you 3D touch on an app, previously you had the option to share it. Yeah, just like this. You had the option to share it, but now instead of just saying share, it actually says share and then the app's name. So this is a subtle change right there. There is now a new lock sound. When you actually lock your device, the new lock sound is really strange, and I don't know, it's nice, I like it, but it's really different and it's very interesting. So if you can hear this, I'll just bring it closer to the mic. I don't know if you heard that, but it was very abrupt, like they cut the old sound and they put this one instead of it. It's very abrupt and sudden, but I don't know, it's kind of nice. It's shorter, very much shorter, as if they just cut the old sound, but it's kind of nice. I like it actually. So if you can hear it once again. I don't know if you heard that, but that's the new lock sound. And now also, when you actually put the wrong finger on the Touch ID, you get the new haptic feedback. You know, the one that you get for muting your device, which was introduced in beta 1 or 2. I don't remember, but if you remember from my videos, there was a new haptic feedback when you actually turn off the volume, and now this new haptic feedback, this new vibration from the haptic or taptic feedback is brought to here. When you actually you know, put the wrong finger on the Touch ID, you get this new taptic feedback. Really nice. Now in iMessage, I can't show it to you right now, but here when under your avatar, if your name is long, or if you have put a long name, you know, right there, it's gonna show up, because previously in beta 1 and 2 it was cut off if it was too long, but now it's not cut off, it will show it the whole name. But I can't show it to you right now because I don't have a long name put in there. But if you put something long there, it's gonna show up as a whole, not just, it won't be cut off. Right there under the avatar, this text. And also here, if there is no image, there is just text, it will look more flat now. It won't be, you know, it won't be popping out, it will be just flat. But I can't show you right now because I have a picture here. But if you don't have one, if it's only text, like in the contacts app, it's flat. It's more flat, which is a nice design. This is what I'm talking about right here. This text will be more flat if you don't have an image. So in iOS 10 beta 3, you probably already have noticed, but the animations and everything is much faster now. So closing out of apps, if you have watched my videos previously on the other two betas, was very delayed. And now, when I actually tap the home button, that delay is gone. I mean, you close out of the app instantly, or almost instantly, as you can see. And when you open the app switcher, now there is no delay in opening it, almost no delay. So definitely the delay has been fixed. It's much faster now. And this is another feature that when you actually go into your app switcher, and when you swipe back from here really fast, it's gonna I can't swipe now, but if you swipe from here really fast, it's gonna bring up the your home screen, even if you have 100 pages on here. So you know, it doesn't depend how much pages you have here. Even if there are 100 pages open, 100 apps, when you swipe like this, it's gonna bring you instantly to your home screen, which is really nice. The notes sharing option is now, you know, is now more visible on the white background. It's made a little bit darker, and it's now visible on the white background, this icon right there. I can't show you this, but on the 16GB iPhones, you now get 10 megabytes increased storage when you update to beta 3. I don't know why Apple is doing this, probably because 16 gigabytes is very low storage. But anyway, just keep that in mind, that you get 10 megabytes extra, which is, yeah, really nice for 16 gigabyte users. So in the settings, in the Siri settings now, you have a new app support page. So here you see all the apps that have access to Siri, and you can toggle them on or off. So this is really nice. Apple is taking one step forward to bringing third-party apps in Siri. If you remember, they announced it on WWDC that they will be bringing third-party support to Siri, and now with this menu right here, they are making one step forward in that direction. App. When you actually open the Health app for the first time in iOS 10 beta 3, you get this pop-up. So you know, Apple asks you to improve health and fitness features by sending your activity and workout data to Apple. And you know, that's you get prompted to do this the first time when you open the app, and you can choose to allow them or don't allow, or learn more about it. And it's actually found in the settings application. If you go to the settings, or actually just search it right there, diagnostics and usage. So yeah, in the privacy section in diagnostics and usage, now you can toggle on or off improve activity, which is refers to that pop-up. So you can toggle this option on or off whether you want to send Apple, your activity and workout data. So I cannot show you this right now, but when you actually play some music and 3D touch on an app, previously the music stopped, now it doesn't, so it's fixed. Also, previously on the lock screen, when you 3D touch on a notification, on a message and you want to reply, there was a bug where the keyboard or this place where you type wouldn't appear. Now this bug is fixed and now you can reply to your messages from the lock screen without any bugs. Really nice. So this is very subtle, but now the 3D touch text is a little bit darker when you 3D touch on an app, or in the control center when you actually 3D touch on the clock. These are a little bit darker as well, these toggles. So a really subtle change, but a welcome change. Really nice. So now in Pokemon Go, the AR mode or augmented reality mode finally works. So previously in iOS 10 beta 1 and 2 it didn't work, you had to toggle it off, but now it finally works and you can catch Pokemon through your camera in iOS 10 beta 3, which is amazing, but I can't show it to you right now because there are no Pokemon in my house, but it's a really welcome change that it finally works. And lastly, this is not a confirmed change, but in some apps like Instagram, I'm gonna show you right there. So in Instagram, when you are playing a video and the volume HUD has been moved up there in the status bar, as you can see, and I'm not sure if this is only for Instagram or it works. It's for iOS 10. I'm not sure if this is an Instagram feature or an iOS 10 feature, but it's a really welcome change if Apple finally made it. Guys, this is iOS 10. These are 20 new features in iOS 10. There are more than that, in iOS 10 beta 3. There are actually more than that, but the other ones were very subtle and not very easy to see from the first sight when you first look at it. But I'm gonna cover them maybe in a later video. I don't know, maybe I'll cover them in a later video. But these are the biggest features in iOS 10 beta 3, and it's a really big update. It has some really amazing features. Definitely update if you decided to update to iOS 10 beta. Definitely jump to beta 3. So thanks for watching this video, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe for many more videos. Peace out.